good morning, everybody. Just getting the last of the truck packed up. I'm gonna get out of here in the next 10 minutes or so. So fairly nice this morning, upper mid 50s, pretty chilly. Coming from Phoenix, where was gonna be like 110 all weekend. I'll take it. I'll take a little bit of nip on the toes and fingertips to not be sitting in that heat. So got a big day of driving today. A lot of it's forest and whatnot. I've never driven this route before, and got a lot of miles to do. When I planned out the route, I kind of looked at the route, but didn't really look at the mileage on the route. So I got about 100 miles to do today. So if you figure 20 miles an hour average, and probably a little under that on forest roads, I'm looking at maybe 6.5 hours of driving. So, but I got to push through. I got to get over to White Pocket. I said I was going to do it, so I got to do it. That's a deal. Keep my fingers crossed too, because it is Labor Day. So there's going to be a lot of people coming back out, probably heading home, and I'm still kind of doing one more day of adventure. So got to be safe out there. Won't do a lot of filming. I will have my dash cams going and whatnot. So I'll sprinkle a little bit of that in, but probably the next video you'll see is maybe when I take a break from lunch or when I get out to White Pocket. All right, thanks guys. All right, guys, pretty good road so far. It's a little bumpy, too tracky. You'll see in the video, you kind of start out in the Black Forest, a bunch of dead trees, and there's some deadfall. So if you are coming through this way, make sure that you do have something to cut trees with. The roads were fairly clear. There's places where a tree has fallen and people have just driven around it, so the road is just sort of merged over to another place. So I just came over here and I was looking at this sign. It's really hard to read, but it was the Willis Canyon allotment, and it is a reserved area planted. This was planted in 1953, so I'm not sure if maybe that's when the fire rolled through here or not, but you can see here some really good trees on the hill, and then right there's a strip where there's not really good trees. I know it's right into the sun, so it's not really helping too much. So I just wanted to stop and see what the sign says, because it's an old sign, and obviously it's not super important because they haven't really updated it or anything like that, but gonna keep moving along a little under my pace, but you know, safe than sorry. But views have been pretty cool. As you can see, I'm getting out of the forest area and we're heading out there towards more of the open desert. So maybe the road will smooth out. Cross my fingers. I'll probably just jinx myself, but we'll see how it goes. All right, let's get back to it. All right, guys, I know I said I wasn't going to stop very much, but I have not run this route before, which is really exciting. There's been a couple good sections where I've been up to 30 miles an hour and rolling right along. I am coming down one of the first grades that I need to come down, and it's not in horrible shape, as you can see. Just kind of a rocky road, kind of bumpy. You can take your time, but check out this. I know the light's not perfect, but look at this valley I'm about to go into. I did see some dirt on the road down there, so somebody else is wheeling along, but good gravy. I've never been up in this area. I've never actually been north of 89A in this section of Arizona, and man, this place is awesome. I'm really digging this up here, so gonna keep moving. Pace has been pretty good. I think everything's going well, and I am definitely gonna stop, and when it's this pretty, I'm definitely gonna take pictures. All right, let's get back going. Moly, guys, so I just found maybe the third spot that's good enough for me to stop. It's firm ground, so I can get my momentum going again. It's really thick sand, which I knew about out here, and the trails are tight. I am crossing my fingers that I don't come around the corner and meet somebody coming out on this same road, because some of these sections are pretty tight, and I'm not sure what the practice is as far as getting off of a trail and getting back on it. I know that the trails themselves are pretty sandy because that's the main artery that these vehicles are running on. But I mean, so far this place is awesome. So I'm actually going to air down a little bit more while I'm right on this good spot, and throw two of my other cameras up just so I have a couple other perspectives of what I'm driving down. All right, let me get busy. All right, everybody, I'm aired down. It's definitely helping a little bit, but I'll tell you what, man, there's a few sections where it's just a little bit of a gradual rise, and if you just aren't paying attention and come off your gas a little bit, you can just feel your momentum getting sucked down into the sand. So just know, if you haven't done a lot of sand driving, you might want to practice a little bit before coming out here. I haven't done a lot of sand driving with my truck, so I'm a little bit winded, a little bit butterflies in the stomach, but it hasn't been anything too crazy. But also with the tires lowered, I come to sections like this that are hard sandstone, and I really have to be careful because the rig is really bouncy right now. The roads are really bouncy too, so make sure you have all your gear stowed fairly well and be ready to probably pick up some things in the back of your camper once you get to where you're going. All right, I'm gonna keep moving. It's early, haven't seen anybody on the road yet. Cross my fingers. This section said one way, but I mean, I was like halfway up it before I saw a sign that said one way recommended. I don't know how much people pay attention to that or not, but I did not know that. So if you come in from the west like I did, it is actually one way from east to west. All right, let's get back at it. All right, everybody, site 3 of my Labor Day weekend trip checked off the list. Bucket list item also off the list. White Pocket. This is just a little sample right behind me. So less of me talking and more filming and photographs. By the way, it's about a half-mile walk from the parking area over here to the rock formations. Super loose sand. Not a lot of people here this time of year because it's hot. It's the end of August, 1st of September. In relations, it feels pretty nice to me. I'm from Phoenix, so this heat is keeping people away, but it's quite nice with a little bit of a breeze. So let's get to it. Yeah, baby, this place is awesome. One of the good things about living in Phoenix is when you can go outside and play a round of golf when it's 108. Then when you come out here to the desert, to a touristy spot where it's, I don't know, 94, and all the tourists stay for about, I don't know, 2 minutes, and then they go back into their climatized vehicles. I stay out here and take lots of photographs, so enjoy. I got some clouds about to come over this rock formation. It's going to make this shot absolutely killer. So let me get back to it.
Yeah, that solid rock doing an S-turn. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think I found where I'm going to shoot my Milky Way shot from tonight. Even though all this won't be in it, tell me this isn't probably one of the coolest places on Earth. Don't mind that camera sitting right there. It's doing important work. Holy moly. This place is amazing.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. This was a really cool trip. Been wanting to do kind of a multi-day overlandy kind of thing for a while now. So going to the North Rim, the Grand Canyon, sitting on the edge there and looking down and seeing the water. Didn't see any rafts go by, but I could hear them screaming a couple times. Fun scream, not a bad scream, but that was cool. Going up on the Kaibab, I've been up there a few times before, but I had never visited one of the forest lookouts, so I was able to check that out, and I thought that was pretty cool. And then I got here to the White Pocket on a new moon because I wanted to take some astrophotography, which you've seen in the video, and that was a lot of fun. And the whole trip was great, but to be honest with you, as soon as I got to White Pocket, amazingly enough, you're truly in the middle of nowhere, I had cell phone service, and I found out that a really dear friend of mine, Todd Greenberg, had an accident with his camper. It had caught fire when he was in it. He had two amazing dogs, Ranger and Otter, They did not make it out, unfortunately, and Todd received some pretty bad burns. He's a great guy. I've gone on a couple different runs with him. We did Bradshaw Trail. We went up to Utah and watched the annular eclipse last October in 2023. And I know he's in a tough fight right now to recovery, and but he's in stable condition and he's okay. So his kids have set up a GoFundMe page. So I don't really want to like for this video. What I want you to do is scan the QR code that I'm going to put at the end of this video, and I want you to go out to their GoFundMe page and donate anything you can. Even $5 is extremely helpful for him and his family to get through this time. And Todd, if you do ever get a chance to watch this, buddy, I know recovery is going to be long and difficult, but just let me know anything that you need, and I'll be ready to roll the next time you want to go out camping. All right, everybody, get out there and have some fun. Be well, Todd.